Hi everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here. Hope you're doing well out there. Welcome to another Train Sim World livestream. Today I'll be taking a look at another Route remaster that's been introduced to Train Sim World recently. This time it's a look at the East Coastway, which came out in, I think, the back end of 2019, and yeah, now it's got a Route remaster, and we're going to take a look at it and see what it is like. So, just to be clear, I haven't got the Class 171 or 377 DLC from Rivet Games. That doesn't interest me at all. I'm just looking at the pure stock timetable that comes with this route, and also the Class 313 multiple unit that was an add-on for East Coastway that launched back in 2021, I think. So we're going to get into it and see what it's like from a performance perspective, visuals, all that kind of stuff. So we'll obviously have the 2020 timetable. Weirdly, you can run the 377-2 on the original timetable, which certainly caught me by surprise. It operates the exact same number of services compared to the OG 377-4. From what I know, as regards to the 377, it's had the usual bits and bobs that's been updated, lighting, inside the cab, the lights itself, on the exterior, maybe a few bugs here and there have been squished, but I'm going to take the 377-2 out for a spin simply because it sounds better. To be quite honest with you, the sounds on the 377-4 from East Coastway itself have not been updated or improved. I do have a list in front of me that has the changes as regards to the rolling stock. I'll just get that up in a second. So we'll get in the 377-2, and I think we'll do this. Service here. They are all semi-fast express, of course, and yeah, we will do a semi-fast service from Orr via Eastbourne to Brighton, but of course we're operating a service from Eastbourne. So we'll set it to about May time, have a bit of cloud, and hey presto. Okay, 4-coach unit, semi-fast express service. Okay. Before I do go any further, I will turn on the motion blur just to make the game run a little bit better. And audio side of things, I will turn off the cab and onboard announcements because I don't like them on, to be honest with you. But I'll leave the platform announcements on if they work, of course. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot: the internal passenger noise. It's irritating to me. So, what do we need to do? It's been a while since I've been on this. Set it to daytime. Set the DC mode. Lower the shoes. Because obviously the 377-2 has the pantograph on the roof, whereas the 377-4 does not. Okay. Does the radio not work? No, it doesn't. GSMR radio does not work. Okay. Where is this? Safety systems. It's been so long since I've been on this, I can't exactly remember where they are. I'll check the destination board, see if that works. Brighton. Confirm location, exits, and that at least works. Does the signal bell work? It does. It's got a nice reverb to it in that signal bell, I have to say. The safety system's on by default. Oh no, they're over here, aren't they? Yeah. I remember now. It's all flooding back to me. Disty. Right, so let's take a look around Eastbourne. Oh no, actually, let me read the patch notes first. Patch notes. The route remaster list. What exactly is included in this route remaster? So we'll start with the multiple unit, the 377-4, and the 313. Obviously, I'm driving the 377-2 because the sounds are better. So the following items have been updated with these trains. That is, the lighting time of day system has been updated. The exterior, the interior. Train faults have been added. Just one. That is the wipers. But I've no interest in train faults, to be quite honest with you. Onboard announcements. Suspension physics have been updated. The wheel blur 2, and it's also been implemented with the guard mode and the driver assist. And along with adding DST audio to the class 313, so basically you won't get an emergency stop without a warning to, you, the driver first, which I think was a bug anyway, if I'm not mistaken. So that's nice. So let's take a look around Eastbourne. Display does work, that's good. As I always say, for time of day lighting, the new cloud technology, the weather system, it makes a big difference. Because I would say about maybe 30, 40, maybe 50% of your screen time is the sky and the clouds, so it's a big deal when they get updated. Got the passengers arriving. I've heard some people online discussing, saying there's been 0 to no passengers at times. As you can see, there are passengers coming into the station waiting for the next train, which is Orr at 10:37. The next one in Brighton in just over 12 minutes time, 11 minutes. It's difficult to compare the station to what it was in the past. Oh, there's a cat. Hello. It's got a name. What does it say on the? I can't read what the name is. I think it says Pip or Poppy, maybe. It's a nice addition, I suppose. Maybe it's a little treasure chest, little quest for you to complete, I suppose. Find all the cats, but he's guarding some cardboard boxes, which don't look too bad. Ticket machines are there. Got a couple of people here having a discussion of what they've been up to recently and having a cup of coffee. He's sporting a mullet there. He's enjoying life, isn't he? Whereas this guy, look at him, has to put up with, it might be a female actually, she has to put up with him constantly working, constantly typing endlessly. You can see those two having a divorce, can't you? And then over here, ooh, you can't go outside. I imagine you can once I get out of the station. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit bare back here. I would have liked to have seen them touched up on the scenery outside. Is this meant to be a car park? I know there's an industrial area here. There's scaffolding up there, some work going on. You've got the where to put your bikes here, bike shelters. This bit is very bare. I would have liked to have seen them touched up. I mean, I know it's at the back of the station, but you know what I'm like when it comes to the environment around the station that is, well, relatively close to the station. The pavement looks good, apart from there's a, oh no, it's a shadow, my bad. Yeah, the pavement looks good, the road looks good. This over here does not look good at all. And the roundabout doesn't look in the cleanest, you know, connecting the roads. So that's not great. And just everything else, I mean, you know, houses look a bit bare. It would be nice to have some, I don't know, some plants outside the front or something. I know the flats, but, you know, just something. Wheelie bins, you know, things like that. Some dirt on the pavement. Cars parked up on the side. It's looking a little bit bare, but, oh yeah, it is what it is. Is this meant to be the car park? Oh no, I don't know if this is the car park for the station or not. I presume it's for these businesses or local industries here, but it is looking very bare. I imagine there must be some sort of markings on the ground, otherwise people will just be, you know, clogging up the car park, parking wherever they choose. So, yeah, it would have been nice. I mean, especially as you're, you know, in the cab, you look to your left and you see that. Not the best, I have to say. So far, the scenery around the station, I'm afraid to say, is off to a bit of a disappointing start. Got some weeds, shrubs growing on the ground here, next to a drain cover. This foliage doesn't look too bad. This looks good, this way. This foliage here looks great. And then these are, what are these here? These are the Eastbourne sidings, where the empty stock would go. And there's also cleaning siding, if I'm not mistaken. But this is good, seeing vegetation slowly taking over the ballast and the rail. Oh, and here's the signal box. Looks a bit generic to me. I don't know if it's meant to be like demonstrating that it's been, I don't know, recently closed or something, but so it's okay. It's okay. This looks okay-ish. I'm a very hard man to please when it comes to scenery, as you can probably tell. Got a lorry parked up here, ready to deliver maybe food, drink, supplies to the station. Okay, we got a station road here. That's good. Yeah, it's not bad here back here. Even got some barriers that have been knocked over by some, I don't know, meddling kids or something. This is good. Yeah. Tale of two halves, really. That side station, the scenery looks okay. The left-hand side and you know, the buildings behind the station, I think they should have touched it up a little bit. Anyway, let's get going. Otherwise, I'll be going on for hours. just going on about the area around the station. Anyway, don't know if I've put the yeah, I haven't put it on yet. Hang on, just double check. There we go. Let it come to life. All right, let's go. The horn isn't great, but you know, there's no surprises. The sounds have not been updated. Not just with the 377-2, but the 377-4. Oh well, never mind. The first station stop is Hampden Park. It's just under 2 miles away. Sorry. Is that the first station stop? Yes, it is. Okay. Lost a bit of power briefly there. Let's come back. It's funny, there's apparently station announcements. I didn't hear a single announcement prior to my departure. I know I was running late, but usually it would have like an announcement saying this train's, you know, ready to depart. You know, it's ready to leave any minute now. Didn't hear any station announcements. The onboard announcements I have heard. When I left the onboard announcements on by mistake, but a little bit iffy. For some reason, the AI, voice over announcement thingamabob, it doesn't announce Southern for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe AI doesn't like the word Southern. Who knows? But it doesn't bother me that, you know, if the stations have announcements on or not. Same applies to the train, because pretty much since these AI announcements have been added to Train Sim World, they've had some issues, and yeah, it's pretty hard to fix, I imagine, because I think it's a very specific thing. You know, it can vary from station to station. Maybe saying various lines of dialogue or something like that. So I imagine Dovetail will just, you know, make up the lines to what the AI voice announcer would say, and yeah, it's not always perfect. So that's why I'm not personally bothered if, you know, a route remaster or any route for that matter has announcements or not. Because if they're done by AI, then it's never going to be perfect, and it just breaks the immersion for me. So I just always have them off. But the station announcements I do try to have on, but that is if they work and if they're not broken. Where are we stopping? Oh, right there. Okay. Okay, Hampden Park. Don't get confused with the Hampden Park from Glasgow. Chris Martin, 1000. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you again. Yeah, my day's been alright, thank you. It's been not too bad. See the passengers boarding and disembarking from the train. Okay, let's have a look around Hampden Park. You know, I'm not going to moan and groan saying that every single house has to be different, but you know, it's the same old asset just replicated over and over again. It's been like it for years, so that I've got no choice but to accept. Dovetail ain't going to make new houses just for a route remaster. Oh no, they couldn't do that, could they? This gives me a good opportunity to go over the actual updates to the route itself. So obviously, as you can tell, The time of day lighting system has been upgraded. The landscape and foliage assets have been updated. Track and ballast has been updated and even includes new track shadows, which is nice. The signal visuals have been updated. I'll just check that since we are right in front of a green signal. Is it meant to be that bright? I mean, I know I'm right up close to it. It's not very, I don't know. Something not quite right with it. Imagine the further you go back, it will look like a green, but it's an incredibly light green, I have to say. Probably looks better at night than during the day, which is fair enough. What else has been updated or upgraded? The light baking from the tunnels and stations have been updated. There's been some new and updated scenery, wherever the hell that is. The distant scenery has been updated, and that is something I have noticed. They've touched up the distant scenery, splattered some more 2D trees or buildings in the far distance. You can see the landscape there in the far distance there, which it doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I think now these days, to reproduce accurate, mountainous or hilly landscapes, I think they use some sort of satellite imagery data. Obviously, this was not the case back in the very first Train Sim world. Level crossings presumably work. That's good. You've got the cars queuing up. In fact, here comes one right now, ready to stop. Right on cue. What else has been updated? Lovers Walk Depot has been opened. I think it was a little bit open before, but now it's fully accessible for you to walk around in, I suppose. The depot and the yard areas around Brighton Station have been updated. Same applies to the yard area around Eastbourne, which I have noticed, which is good. The disused New Haven Marine Station was added. I was shocked when this originally launched back in my birthday, I think, 2019, December 2019. They didn't model New Haven Marine Station, which was a bit odd. So it's good to see they've included that now. The rail singing has been added. The AI whistle boards for the stock have been added. So if your AI train comes along and sounds the whistle when it comes up to a whistle board, you'll hear it. So that's good. They fixed some scenery issues which caused some assets to vanish completely when doing some screenshots and station announcements. I haven't heard a single one, even at this station. Like. Here's a tannoy thing here and speaker, and I haven't heard a single announcement on any stations. Even at Brighton, I was there for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, just having it on in the background, and I haven't heard anything regarding announcements. But again, it's not a deal breaker for me, but it is to some people. That's how it is. I'm going to quickly check the back of the platforms. The bridge model looks good. I don't know if they've updated that at all. Looks a little bit newer for some reason. Looks cleaner. Not sure. More crispier model. Not really sure. Car park here it looks alright, and it's okay. The scenery back here, it's got the road and pavements, disabled parking spaces. It's much better. Much better. It's funny that the cars suddenly vanish in thin air when you turn the camera away from the level crossing. It's interesting though. It's almost like the Weeping Angels. Look away and they move instantly. Anyway, The next station stop is Polegate. This is the line that will be going onwards to the likes of, I think it's Hastings and Orr, something like that. I don't know, to be honest. I've never been to Brighton. Would I like to go? Maybe one day. Hasn't crossed my mind, to be honest. So yeah, Polegate Station is the next stop. Just under 2 miles away. Speed limit will increase to 80 miles per hour. What's great about the original timetable is that it actually runs smoothly. There's no like blurry textures or anything like that, or issues with the stock, or trains coming to a standstill because red signals galore and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's a quieter timetable than I think the that Loco DLC Southern Pack that was launched by Rivet Games alongside this route remaster, but I have zero interest in that. I mean, the timetable looks good on paper, but again, it's a variant of stock that I've already got, and I'm not going to pay 13 quid for that. Just have a look. The fields don't look too bad. I'm going to be running hideously late on this service, so it's not the end of the world. As long as we get to the end in one piece, that's all that matters. So we've got a steep old gradient here as we're coming around the bend, and very soon we'll be seeing Polegate Station. Funny enough, I actually prefer this route to the Brighton main line, even before this had a route remaster. I don't know, it just seems kind of like a cozy route set in a modern day kind of setting, not ultra modern. It's not like this route was based on what's going on last week, but it's easier to operate, I'd say. Yes, it is less pleasing on the eye as regards to the lack of AI and services. This timetable, I think, what does it have? Like, I think it's over, what is it, 250 services, 350 services, something like that, which is nothing compared to the almost, with all the layers installed, 1300 services on the Brighton main line. Does it need a route remaster? It does, but is that just going to crash and burn the game engine? Most likely. So something's got to give. Okay, so here we are at Polegate Station. Oh, what's going on there? See, looking down the tracks at something. So yeah, the signage is all in place, the PIS displays work. Again, there is no announcements on this platform. Maybe it's not for player-oriented services, maybe it's for AI trains, maybe. I don't know. It's got a huge mast for 4G or 5G. Oh yeah, I've just noticed as well. There's gulls, seagulls in the sky there. It's a nice touch. Car park doesn't look too bad. It's okay. It gets the job done. Not like there's a bit of crap here. Excuse me language, but there's you know, a bit of rubbish there, ready to be taken to the tip, disposed of. Some pallets here, tyres, pipes, steel, containers. Yeah, I like it. Just these little touches of detail, just, you know, add a bit of character to each station and make it stand out, you know. We've got a couple of gas bottles there, tucked away near this, it's not a shed, is it? I don't know. Even got some little planters here. A couple of benches. More work taking place in building that. Oh, even some picnic tables and umbrellas next to the, I suppose, high street. Barber shop and fish and chips. Some graffiti on the side of this block of flats. Well, it doesn't look too bad. It looks decent. Much better. There's the level crossing there. Seems to be operating. Yeah, it's alright. Scenery here is solid. It's pretty good. Let's get back in the cab. Oh, straight away. Passengers want to board the train. Too late, guys and girls. I'm off. The next station stop is Berwick. It's just under 4 miles away. Is there another station in between? Right, there is, isn't there? It's been so long since I've been on this route. Can't remember the last time I went on this route. I think it was back in... Jesus. Train Sim World 4? Maybe? I don't know. It's been a long time. Oh yeah, I don't think we got any stops in between where we just left and Berwick. Andrew, have you had a busy day today? No, day off today. I think I just missed a foot crossing. I should have sounded the whistle for. Oh well. No, not today. It's been a pretty chill day today. Mondays always are for me, which is good. But yeah, I mean the show I did not last weekend, but weekend before. Yeah, it was pretty good. Overall, it was a great success. There was a lot more people attended the musical or the play, if you will, than certainly I expected. Particularly the Saturday. Saturday was surprisingly busy. Even the matinee performance was nearly fully booked, which is excellent. Now just yeah, just seeing what comes up next. I think the next musical at the theatre I'm at is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Very well known, of course. Based on the film in the, what was it, the mid-1960s, wasn't it? When that film came out. The Flying Car. You can get out to some pretty high speeds on the East Coastway. The closer you get to Eastbourne, or further away you go from it. Yeah, it's not too bad. The scenery, it seems like it's a step up me, it's very hard for me to tell, but the foliage, you know, the weeds, shrubs, bushes, they're okay. They get the job done. I need to start slowing down now. As we are approaching Berwick. There's the station. Need to apply a bit more braking. Oh, lost power midway through braking. There we go, it's come back. Stop by the 2 and 4 coach stop sign. There we go. Out we go. Here we are at Berwick. Sounds very rural. Birds chirping around, wildlife. Surrounded by trees and Mother Nature. What's going on over there? Jeez, what's back there? It's like an abandoned field or something. It's been left to let the weeds and the grass grow. Interesting. That's for sure. Hey Mark Moss, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Good to see you again. Got some terraced houses here, right next to the station. No need to wait for a train on the platform. Just look outside your house and run for it when you see a train approach the desired platform. These crossings don't work. Interesting. I cannot remember. Were they down when I came into the station? I suppose they can be open since you know, the train that is now in the platform. It's not going to go through the crossing. And what's this? New cycling pump coming soon. Okay. Station building looks okay. It would be nice to have some branding out the front. Unless that is exactly what it's like in real life. It's the same at Eastbourne and the other stations have stopped at. The lack of southern branding. You could do a bit more branding from the licenses we have. You know, just put something. You know what I mean? Don't have fictional posters all the time. Put some actual branding on there. I'm sure some of them won't mind at all. New ticket machine coming soon. BIS displays, they work. Weeds and grass down here looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. Righty-ho, let's lock my doors and skedaddle out of here. Okay, the next station stop is Glynde. It's just over 4 miles away. I'm just going to scan ahead, see if there is a station that I need to stop at, and obviously I'm not going to stop at on this journey. I think it is it all stations? Let me just check. Is it all stations stop to Brighton? Glynde, Lewis, Farmer Molscombe. I think there's one we're missing. That's London Road. I don't think I won't take a look at London Road because the idea is that I'm going to take a look at all the stations on the main line, and then I'll hop in the 313 and do a run to Seaford, whereby I think the services that stop at Seaford stop at London Road. And if I've got enough time, I'll quickly take a look at the Class 66. Because there's barely any information about the Class 66 that comes with this route. So I imagine the East Coastway variant, let's say, of the Class 66 has been updated, you know, new sounds, lighting, etc, etc. I presume so. I'd be gobsmacked if they didn't. But that's what I'm gonna find out eventually. Definitely heard the crossing noise there as we thundered our way along the tracks. Driven 37 miles in the 377-2 apparently. That does surprise me. I've driven this a few times. Most of them, or if not nearly all of the mileage, has been on West Coast Mainline South. This multiple unit. Andrew, what's your job exactly? It's a combination of a front of house, or if there are say light of staff backstage, I'll tend to help out backstage. You know, just safety things like that, you know, making sure the wings are clear and, you know, it's not too much rubbish and, well, stuff left by the performers. You know, not people tripping up and breaking their legs and having injuries, especially during the performance when it's pretty dark, you know, in the wings and backstage. Going way too fast. Apply the emergency. Stop, 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 stop. That's not too bad. I'll take it. Okay. So here we are at Glynde. Is this a farm here? A couple of farmhouses? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a farm at first, but it's not. It's good to see, you know, there's benches around, washing out on the line, a shed. Gotta love a good shed. A trampoline. Oh, is this the front of the house? There's cars parked here next to the garage, of course, not directly in the garage. This is full to the brim with stuff. Maybe this is front of house. No, maybe it's the back of the house. I don't know. Real grass, weeds, shrubs here. It's nice. Good, good, good. Got a caravan here. A couple of cars parked up next to a picnic table. And the gate's shut. This looks a little bit bare back here, but I can accept it just about. This bit, this road connecting to, well, this road, that needs to be a little bit better. I know he's in nitpicks, but you know, you're paying a lot of money, you know, for these DLCs sometimes. You got to get it right. I like the crud and muck on the top of the bridge there. That looks good. It's not the crispest texture, but it's still good. There's something on there. Same applies to the roof as well. This, I don't know, staff room maybe? I don't know. PS displays work, that's good. This is accessibly friendly, or fully accessible. Long ramps, long ramps. Got the cars going over a bridge, that's good. Nice to see the traffic. Distant scenery is it's okay. It gets the job done. This here is the station. I like this station. Very old school. Again, no branding though. That's a bit of a shame. Not even the British Rail signage. I mean, I don't know if every station on this line has the good old, you know, bars and arrows. But yeah, lacking some branding. Me no likey. But there we are. Anyway, back in the cab. The next station stop is Lewis. Just over 2.5 miles away. Yeah, no worries, Andrew. I'll see you in 2 secs. Good thing you said, drink. I'll have a sip of tea whilst I'm at it. It's not completely cold, but it's pretty cold. If you'd enjoyed the stream up to this point and you like what you've seen so far or heard so far, whatever, then yeah, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live on playback, then I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Work taking place on a bridge there. There's the cows. Speed limit of 70 coming up. Let's get down to speed. Put that down. So the track, the line that's just joined us is the line down to Seaford. Excuse me. Has the new water texture been added here? Looks like it has. Good. Excellent. And I'm glad. Very pleased to see that. Wasn't the case on Schnellfahrstrecke Kurlaken, which disappointed me immensely. I know it was a tiny little river compared to what we've seen just there before Lewis, but it would have been nice if they added it. If you knew it water texture. Speed of 20 coming up. So we'll be trundling slowly into Lewis Station. Going a bit too quick. Speed of 10. Yeah, Lewis is a reasonably busy station on this route with the original timetable. You got some very limited number of AI services, I think, going to the likes of Ashford International, and I think there's one that goes to London Victoria, if not mistaken. Then on this platform here, it's just the local services going to Brighton and Lewis, of course, back and forth all day. And then you've got the services going to Eastbourne and Seaford. That stop obviously at Lewis too, so it's fairly busy. Nice to see the 313 there. We'll be taking that up for a spin later. But this is Lewis. Big station on this route compared to the smaller stations. PIS displays work. Again, no announcements, which is disappointing. I have turned the platform announcements on, haven't I? I haven't like turned them off by mistake. Yeah, platform announcements are at 100%. So announcements on the station platforms, they are not in the game for some reason. Well, not on this particular route for some reason. Maybe they're broken. Who knows? Yeah, the scenery looks okay. It looks pretty good. That bridge looks fantastic. Look at that. From a distance, from a certain angle. When you get right up close to, obviously, yeah, it doesn't look great, but love the colour of that. Great. So this is the front end of Lewis train station. Again, no branding in sight. And this does indeed have a lift. Does it work? I very much doubt it. No. Nope. The one lift on this route, I think, that doesn't work, sadly. Those lift enthusiasts. It's good to see there's people around, walking around, heading to the platform, leaving the station. It's far better than being bare bone and empty. Yeah, distant scenery looks okay. It's okay. It gets the job done. It's not like Just Trains blows your mind away, but it's solid. Got a football pitch there. Is this a training ground? Is this Brighton of Albion's training ground? I'm not sure. That's the only football club I could think of, unless it's just a local sports club or something. Hey Andrew, good to see you back. The next station stop is Falmer. That's just under 4.5 miles away. And that, whoa, going a bit too fast there. Wasn't concentrating there, apologies. And that station is where is right next door to the American Express Community Stadium, home to Brighton Football Club. There's some good kids, football kids, Brighton. Pretty consistent line of kits that they release now and again. But I'm not a Brighton fan, so I don't buy them. Just wait until we be given a clearance. There we go. We can proceed to a much higher top speed of 55. Thank you very much. Got some ruins there, you can see. Oh, have a look at that. Don't know what the ruins are, but yes, nice inclusion. Something like that. Got church, chapel in the distance there going off. Just gone 11 o'clock. That must be Brighton's training ground. There's a lot of football pitches there, or modelled there, I should say. First tunnel of the day. Well, it's quite a small one. Yeah, it's okay. The light baking in the tunnels, well, that one in particular is okay. So we're off to a smoothish start. For what I gather, I think the route price has not changed in the UK. It's still £24.99. Certainly better than the usual £30 price tag. That's something I thought Dovetail would do, actually. You know, when they release these route remasters, they usually bump the price up. Southeastern High Speed's a prime example. When that got upgraded and updated in was it 2022? That price got bumped up to £30. But then again, it did have an add-on that was separate at the time, that was bundled in for, was it Train Sim World 3, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Dovetail could easily bump the prices up of these, you know, route remasters, but fair play to them. They've kept it at £24.99, which is fair, I think. No issues encountered so far. The performance is, you know, much smoother than I expected. I know I'm running the OG timetable, but yeah, it's pretty solid. I would imagine close to 60 frames per second. It's running very smoothly. I imagine when we get to Brighton, I think the frame rate will take a bit of a dip, but we'll wait and see. Follow McCartland there in his tractor going up the hill. Got a speed limit of 60 coming up, as we will be as we're not too far from Falmer. Second tunnel, in we go. Good grief, you can see what's in front of you with the headlights on. That wasn't the case on Schnellfahrstrecke Curlachen. I struggled immensely to see at night time on that route. We're going way too fast. Brake. Oopsie daisy. You can tell I'm a bit rusty on this route. Oh well, never mind. Alright, welcome to Falmouth. It'd be lovely to know when they do these, when they release the list of updates they've made to the route. It'd be lovely to just know a bit more about it, like where have you updated the route foliage or added new scenery and updated the scenery and all this and that, you know, because you do end up on a bit of an Easter egg hunt, you know, trying to figure out what's been updated and what hasn't. But yeah, there's the stadium. I don't know the exact capacity, but I think it's just under. Is it just under 31,000 or something like that? But yeah, the stadium has not been touched at all. That's exactly the same when the DLC launched back in 2019. Got the main road there, an A road or something like that. Very bare though, no traffic at all, which is a shame. But then again, when you're in the cab, you're not going to see the cars, are you? Car park there for the stadium, I presume, and as well as the station. Anyway, this is the station, Falmouth. Again, nice model, but no branding. Got a lot more steps here, as of course this is a very busy station on match days, accommodating tens of thousands of fans. I'll say it again, there's no announcements. Even the AI train stopped at Lewis in that 313, and that didn't have any announcements either. The next station stop is Bolscombe, that's how you say it correctly. The station's just over 1.5 miles away. Andrew, let me just think. I think you missed the boat with the free starter pack. Yeah, you could have got if you had the free start. If you downloaded the free starter pack, obviously you would get Train Sim World, like the features and updates, free of charge. You don't get the new free routes that come with the standard Train Sim World 6 package, but but all the updates, like say if you wanted to run East Coastway, for example, in its remastered condition at the time, let's say back end of last year, all you needed to do was just download the free Train Sim World 6 starter pack. That is something I wish Dovetail would just have all throughout the game's life cycle. Is that option of the free starter pack, because I do admit it is a bit of a pain having to pay for a new version every time especially if you're not interested in any of the free new routes that come with a new numbered version of Train Sim World every year. That I do have to admit. But to experience East Coastway now, if you haven't got the free starter pack, you can't get it now anyways. They've knocked it off sale. I think it's not available in any of the digital stores, from what I can gather. But yeah, you'd have to buy one of the versions. But if I'm not mistaken, you don't have to buy like the standard version of Train Sim World 6. You can buy, let's say, a specific new route. I think it is like If you buy, say, what's that UK route called? That launched the Train Sim Mod 6 this year. The Riviera line. If you bought that, for example, and that's £30, it's cheaper buying that than paying for 40-50 quid for the standard version, which comes with 2 routes that I don't know you might not like and you don't want to use, and it'll just sit there gathering dust. So I'll just pick the UK bundle. It's cheaper. Yeah, just the scenery now looks much better. You can see houses there, terraced houses. Good. So this is Molscombe, or Molscombe, however you say it. Got the peeps. I don't know what they're doing. They're just, I don't know. Is that the AI mating ritual? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool, I suppose, if you walk down the steps. You see those terraced houses in the distance. Again, weeds, shrubs, grass, bushes. Yeah, it's nice around the station, I have to say. Very small station, Molscombe. I like these little shelters here. Oh, there's a cat here, look. There's a cat. We've got a different coloured cat. This one's called Turtle? I think it's Turtle. Yeah, but these shelters look nice. They look like a newish addition to me. It looks fresh to me. Looks like a fresh new asset. I don't know why. Got the green bridge. And there's some vegetable patches here. Someone's allotment, maybe. Yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, and there's PIS displays back there, yeah. They work. Good. Ooh, sugar, I've accidentally opened doors. Oopsie daisy. It's me being an idiot. I apologise. Let's go to the next and final stop, which is Brighton. Go. Right, I'll have a biscuit. I've got 4 of them. If I make you hungry for some food, then I do apologise. I like my biscuits, you know. So the station we're coming through now is London Road. We're not going to take a look at that on this journey. The next one I'll do, with the 313, we will be stopping at that station. So I will take a look at it then. Oh, it's speeding. Right, let's get out front camera. No, why are you stopping? Did I push it? Did I put it in an emergency by mistake? Oh shoot, never mind. Oh, it gives me a chance to look around Brighton. Jesus Christ. I broke it. Let's move, please. Thank you. See some cars moving around on the roads down there. But yeah, this is, I'd say, the key scenery, let's say. The standout scenery of this route. It's very hard to drive a train in third person or in the front camera. It's harder than it looks. So that's the depot over there. That's been apparently fully opened up. I thought it was opened up before, but apparently it wasn't. I better get back in the cab and watch what I'm doing. So yeah, that's Lovers Walk depot carriage sidings. Bit confused as to what they mean by they've opened it up. Because before, obviously there would be, you know, AI and playable services in and out of the depot. So a bit confused what they mean by that. So I swear I made some videos of the depot movements in my timetabled series a few years ago. Ooh. Don't hit the buffers. Alright, here we are at Brighton. And it's, yeah, it's reasonably busy. There's people around, that's good. No, don't you start playing up camera. You will do as you are told. Thank you. So the PIS displays, they work. No announcements at all, which, yeah, is disappointing. Got a 313 tucked away at the side there. Okay, so that's the service done, at least. So that's good. I will get back into looking at Brighton. So we've got services going to Orr, Hastings. That's as far as I can go with the free cab. There's what services are here? What is here? I should say. Yeah, services. So you got some AI services going to Littlehampton and Southampton Central. Portsmouth Harbour. 1 to Lewis. There's not many going to Victoria, is there? Oh no, there is some actually. And then these platforms here are mainly for the playable services. Platforms 5, 6, 7 and 8. Is there a 9 somewhere? No, platform 9. Yeah. There's no Gatwick Airport AI services. Obviously this timetable is based on 2020 apparently. And I don't know what the situation was like in Glasgow Airport. Obviously everyone knows what happens in 2020 as regards to the pandemic. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the Gatwick Express wasn't running when this timetable was put together. I don't know. Okay, let's get in the 313. We'll do a run to Seaford, 10:41. That'll do. Set it to May at some point. Add a bit of cloud. There we go. Andrew, they are McVitie's milk chocolate biscuits. I do like crusted creams as well, I have to say. And don't even get me started on bourbon biscuits. God, I love those biscuits. I could eat a whole packet of them in one go if I could. That's why I never buy them. Alright, so here we are in 313. Let's fire this train up. The 313s are no longer in service. They have now been replaced. Where's the master key? There it is. Sugar, and put the bottle on by mistake. Headlights. Set it to headlights. They were tail lights, sorry. Contact and signal. The GSMR radio does work on this one. So you can fiddle around with it and do what you want. The aircon, a fan. There's a fan, I think, before, wasn't there? Vestibule lights, fluorescent light, AWS. Should be DSD. Yes, it is. There it is. I think the cab here in here looks fantastic. It looks miles better in my view than the 377. Textures, you know, you can see the scratches on the desk. I don't know. It just looks more fleshed out as regards to the modelling of the cab. The 313. I really like the 313 in train sim. Well, I prefer it to the 377s and the Electro style trains. So the PIS displays work. Looks good. What else is here at Brighton Station? Got the wooden platforms here. That's cool. There's a few trains knocking around. That's something at least. You can hear the gulls, albeit I can't actually see them. Thought you would see them here, of all places. Obviously not. So that's the line there that would take you out to, what was it again? Southampton Central, wasn't it? And beyond. Yeah. And Littlehampton and etc, etc. This line looks to have been opened up here. Little line going into industry there. So if you want to mess around in free roam mode, I don't know, pretend to shunt some wagons in there, you can, I suppose. This is Lovers Walk Depot. They say they've opened it up. I'd love to know what they mean by that, because it was always open before. You could do AI services. You know, AI services would trundle in and out of here. Playable services are optional too. Way before the route remaster. I can see they've added a lot of weeds, shrubs to these disused sidings here. That's excellent. Tip-top condition. And obviously the Brighton Main Line with ends carry on north all the way up to London. Maybe they mean this area back here. Maybe in here. Maybe this area wasn't open before. It looks newish to me. Looks a bit fresher. What are these? Yeah, these are the carriage sidings. Okay. But it looks good. I mean, the area around here has been improved. There could be no doubt about that. I mean, it looked alright before, to be fair, to when it was in its original condition, but you know, it looks like things have gone a step further, of which I do appreciate. Right, let's shut the doors and get going to Seaford. good. Have they touched that up a bit? Sounds better than before. Oh, maybe it's got the updated sounds from the 314 from the Glasgow. What was it? Cathcart Circle line. Because that route had a route remaster, I don't know, at least a year or so ago. And that 314 got touched up, sound-wise, a little bit. It had some solid sounds, but I think, I don't know, they're a bit bassier, maybe, with regards to the horn. So our first station stop is London Road. That's just over 700 yards away. We'll take a look at that. And the rest is the stations to Lewis. Obviously we won't need to take a look at that, as we've already had a peek around at those stations. I can't understand why the announcements on the stations don't work. Surely Dovetail would have flagged it up at least, you know. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, maybe I've messed something up in the settings or something. Either way, they aren't working on any of the stations. Stop here. Okay, here we are at London Road. It is a good sounding multiple unit, this 314. It really is. Again, I like the little flowers, people on the benches, PIS displays. They do work. Just about tell. There's a little subway down here. Forgot about that. I imagine these lights will be on at night time. See where you're going. And through the arch. And out you go. Small little station. Crammed together. But a good station. Oh, there's another cat, look. Sitting in the corner here. That's Big Tom, apparently. Doesn't look a very happy cat. And then there's the road over there. And I presume this is the entrance to the into the station building itself. Again, foliage looks good. Trees, grass, weeds, shrubs. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's go to Moulsecoombe. That's 1 mile away. Oh, you like Jaffa cakes as well, Andrew? I do like Jaffa cakes too. Eastbourne. Fair enough. I wouldn't blame your niece at all there. I'd probably do exactly the same. misjudged that horribly. Oopsie daisy. That's my first mess up of the day. It's bound to happen at some point. Do apologise. Too busy eating a biscuit. Oh well. Not the end of the world, is it? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had Jaffa cakes. Long time ago. All these brands of biscuits and things like that you're mentioning, Andrew, is just making me want to get some, but I'm not. I must resist. My mum was saying the other day when she went out to the shop, she saw a pack of Happy Hippos. God, I haven't had those in years. But they don't do them separately anymore. Like, you can't just buy one little Happy Hippo. They come in boxes or packs, apparently. The next station stop is Falmouth, just over 1.5 miles away. I mean, Easter is not far. I say not far. It really isn't. It really is it? It's not far around the corner. I've seen loads of Easter eggs in the shops. Coming a little bit quick here. Should be alright. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, right on the mark. Perfect. All aboard, people. I normally do these streams when I, operate timetable services on a live stream. I tend to do it from the journey mode, but I've learned recently that if you run those services from the journey mode, obviously they take place. The weather system is set to dynamic, and apparently that has quite a big issue when it comes to the textures. So, for whatever reason, that's why I'm running it from the actual timetable mode itself, so I can set the weather to the conditions I like, and they stay that way. Set me off. I can switch the mic off if that helps whilst the meeting. Is that a substation on the right hand side? Might be. Haven't seen a 66 yet. Not at Lewis, specifically. Because the 66 freight services don't run along the line from Brighton to Eastbourne. You're only going to see them on the Seaford branch, as well as at Lewis itself. Reduction in speed coming up. 55. Well, the AWS works. So that's a good sign. Right, that's the last of the biscuits, so no more munching from me. Now what's left to consume is the water. Oh, lovely. Slow, painful cruise into Lewis. Incredibly slow. There's another train coming into Lewis now. Nothing. What's this camera doing? Right, let's lock the doors. Gets up to speed pretty quick, this 313. Alright, our first station stop on the Seaford branch will be southeast. That's just under 3 miles away. Go, go, go. What's going on at the freight terminals? What's going on there? There's one in 1119, so we will see a freight service. So that's something. Speed limit's increased to 70 miles per hour. Sorry, 60 miles per hour. A slight downhill gradient as we begin the Seaford branch. Let's go. Yeah, it looks okay. Fields, they don't look too horrendous. Andrew, I've got it. Oh no, not the dentist. Oh no. Never good. always scary, the dentist. Too fast again. Oh well, let it run. Let it do what it wants. I need to look around. Have I missed the station completely? Oh my god, I have. Jesus Christ. Screw it, leave it there. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at the station. Southeast. Destination displays their work. Some people in. What's that noise? Oh, there's another train. Alright, coming into the platform. Crossing gates are down. I don't think there was crossing gates here before. That's nice that they've added that in. And you heard the AI train in the distance sound its horn. So that does indeed happen. There's the cows that go moo. Flat 2D grass texture that I don't like, but what can I do? Put up with it. Oh well, that's that station. That's that station done with. Let's go. Hey Ben Davis, nice to see you. Hope you're well. The next station stop is New Haven Town. It's just over 2.5 miles away, and I'll try and actually stop at the station this time, and not beyond it, and fail. Thank goodness there wasn't a red signal at the end of the platform. Would have been game over. You can just see the aggregate terminal in the distance there, or whatever it's called in real life. I don't actually know what it's called. Maybe what was 66? What plant it serves at? See if I could find it on the map. Let's see. Oh, it's an energy recovery facility. Really? Wow. And I am surprised. So what's it using aggregate for then? Oh, I am surprised. Yeah, that is what it's meant to be. Interesting. There's a 66 in the Deutsche Bahn colours. So that's an energy facility. Wow. Weed shrubs look great down there. Perfect. Look at that. Some old railway ties and stuff like that. We're going way too fast again. Not focusing on where I'm going. This is New Haven town. A lot of people here. I imagine it's absolutely packed in the summertime. Then again, there is a ferry service that takes place at New Haven. They're probably waiting to board the ferry. Crossing gates work. No traffic though. Are some cars down there though. Yeah, they got there. Okay. Again, the station looks pretty good. Got a little walkway there. Where does that take you to? Oh, nowhere. Oh no. Oh, out there. Right, okay. Oh, confused. I'm lost. How do you get in then? I suppose you don't. You just oh, you climb the footbridge to get access to the platform? No, you can't, can you? What, this platform anyway? Interesting. Yeah. And then further down is New Haven Harbour. That's where we'll be stopping next. Which is not far away at all. Okay, coming into New Haven Harbour. Oh, don't go too far. Stop, 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 stop. Well, no crossing gates work. This is the harbour here, the quayside. Is that a new yacht they've added? I don't know. But again, it's great. The water texture's been updated. That I do approve. And there's the ferry, or the fake ferry as it was. Still the same. No complaints there. Oh, this is nice. Little, I don't know. Not a pond, is it? Sewage, maybe. I'm not sure. It's good. They've added the newer water textures on these bits. It's good. And then over here is where they've added the abandoned New Haven Marine Station. This platform was not here before, so that's a tick in the box for me. And they've added more weed, shrubs back here, which is great. Fantastic. There's even piles of scrap, I think, here, ready to be shipped away to wherever. Looks good. Oh, there's the gulls. There they are. They made a return. Can even hear the planes going overhead, heading up to Gatwick and beyond. All aboard, people. Looks like the ship's about to depart. Which of course it doesn't. New Haven Harbour, we'll take a look at that. I love this abandoned or boarded up building. Look at the state of it. Fantastic. Looks awful, but looks great at the same time. Long platforms here. Well, this platform certainly is. I wonder what kind of train would stop here then, if or long train would stop here. I imagine a very... Oh no, it would be a 377, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it? Yeah. I think like an 8-car 377, or maybe even a 12 coach 377 would maybe occasionally stop there if it was going up to London, Victoria. Okay, the next station stop is Bishopstone. That's just under 1.5 miles away. Let me get out and have a look. Some sort of sewage facility maybe there. I love a little river here. It looks fantastic. Just thundering through an abandoned station. Don't ask me which one, because I have no idea. No, I think I did actually see the name of the station. Stop the train. I demand to take a look at it. What does it say? F all. It's covered in graffiti. Oh well, went to the trouble of trying to have a look at that. And there's nothing on it, except for graffiti. Happy days. Again, the foliage at the sides of the tracks looks tremendous. Certainly a step up from before. I will catch the train, I can assure you. Christ, why not prime brakes? Oh right, that's why I got the throttle on at the same time. Oopsie daisy. Never mind. And stop. So this part of the branch used to be a double track. Now it's just single track. That's why this platform is out of use. Dirty and soon to be overtaken taken over, sorry, by Mother Nature. The state of this bridge looks great. Rust and graffiti there, showing its decaying state. Got a, is this a caravan park over here, or a, motorhome park, maybe? There's even a couple of yachts in the sea over there. Great. This is the main station building for Bishopstone, albeit you can't actually look at the front of it. It's a bit of a shame. Can you actually go inside? I think you can, but I don't think there's hardly anything there. Oh, you can, God, you can tell this station's not got much love. There's no ad boards or nothing. Oh God. Right, let's lock the doors. Ben Davis has just ordered some. Oh, 26 GWR locomotive. All right, 260. Nice for your model railway. Okay. Aberdeen to. Oh, Aberdeen. Sorry. Okay. With red frames. Lovely. Nice. Hope you have fun with your new model or models. I don't tend to collect models of trains or model railways, or Hornby and any of that kind of stuff. I don't have the room for it, and 9 times out of 10 they'll be just sat in the box gathering dust. Hence why I've only had one Hornby train set. I think I got my first Hornby train set in about 2003, 2004. I haven't had a new one since. No need. EOG still works. I used it one Christmas to substitute for the Christmas train that sadly broke in the box. And, well, I think a piece of the locomotive was damaged. I think it was a smokestack. So I dusted down and the old Hornby train set, set it around the Christmas tree, and worked first time. But we're pulling into our final station stop, which is Seaford. And then I will very quickly hop into 66, just check it out. I'm not going to do any running or anything like that. I just want to check and see if it sounds, has the new sounds and, updated cab lighting and all that kind of stuff. So we're just cruising to the stopping point, end of the line. There we are. Seaford, end of the line. Ticket machine right in the far corner there. Tiny little station. Well, not tiny as such. The platforms are very long indeed, like I said. Yeah, this looks a bit better. Traffic lights here. I think that's been added. They weren't there before, I'm pretty sure. You've got the local amenities here. Just want to take a quick look around still. Hang on, give me a chance, game. Yeah, this is going to do a bit of touching up. We should have just removed that bit of pavement and yeah, it doesn't look quite right. But yeah, I mean the town of Seaford looks okay, I suppose. It's the same old assets, isn't it? Up bar the station. But it gets the job done. Ah, that's where the people will turn up. Just walk straight onto the platform. decent, well, a small car park, but at least it's well modelled. With bike racks there, bike shelter, and PIS displays are operational on this station. At this station, again, the foliage looks great. Really like that. Yeah, brilliant. Right, let's hop out of the route and we'll check out the 66. Ben Davis wants to see GWR 3901 from Oxford Rail. Okay. I don't know anything about, model railways and all that kind of stuff. No idea. I know it's expensive. Right, let's find a 66. As you can see, the service is pretty packed. But this was the case. It's been like this for years, so that's alright. Right, we need the East Coastway version. I've got to find it somewhere. Is that it? Or is that it? Not sure actually. Unless they've removed it. Surely they haven't, right? Is it this one? Don't know. Oh yeah, you can do a vintage rail tour. 66. Take charge of an empty freight train. Load the wagons with aggregate. Okay. I'll just have a little trundle around here for like 10 minutes maybe and just see what it's like. But I am up against the clock, so I don't want to be on here forever. So let's check out this. I presume this is the East Coastway version of the 66. It wasn't actually displayed there, so I have no idea. Right. Oh, I'm actually pushing the wagons, aren't I? Sounds like they've got the newer sounds, but I can't confirm if this is the East Coastway version of the 66, which is a bit of a pain. Yard work. Set the tail lights to instrument lights on. What do we have to do? So we are pushing the train and pushing the wagons into the chute, and the aggregate will then come out. What have I got to do? It's been a while since I've done this. EM 2000, and I think I've got to do slow speed. And no good else must be set up in SSC mode. I presume it's set up in that mode. Slow speed rocker switch. What's that one? Slow speed control on. I don't know. 2 miles an hour? 2.2? I should do it right. So go back to the EM 2000. Yeah. Start. There we go. Let's release the brakes. I've noticed the tail lights aren't on in the rear cab. Ugh. Still haven't fixed that. That's annoying. Oh well, never mind. I'm not going to moan and groan about that. But the area around here looks solid. See the piles of aggregate here. There's the chute. It won't really matter what level of power you use. With a slow speed control on, it will always maintain a selected speed. So I just want to load these up quickly if I can. Stop the train a minute. Maybe I'm going a bit too fast. Let's see. That should do it. One thing I wish Dovetail would add back into this game is the ability to speed up the free cam. There you go, you can see the wagons loading up. How many wagons are there? I think there's 10 altogether, I think. 10 wagons. More to go. Next one is the last one. Oh, but not... What, none of them fully loaded? You've got to be kidding. They look fully loaded to me. No, that's a bit of a pain. Oh well. So this is the big electric plant thing. Looks all right. It's a bit bare around it, but yeah. At least the actual building itself looks just like the real thing. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. You know, 66 seems to have the new sounds, which is good. I won't finish it off. I haven't got time. But yeah, that concludes my first in-depth look at the remastered version of East Coastway. It's certainly better than Snowfallsträcke Kurlaken, there's no doubt about it. Which makes it, that route remaster, even more annoying because, you know, there are certain elements that have not been implemented. They really should be. You know, I'm not going to go into it. I did a monologue about that kind of those kind of features that should be present in that route remaster. But yeah, this is certainly a solid route remaster. There's no doubt about it. Is it as good as Great Western Express? Well, obviously, Great Western Express, really did have a big overhaul, and I think their route is superior in my mind, irrespective of the new timetable. But East Coastway is certainly good. There's no doubt about that. The route remaster is positive, no doubt about that. So if you haven't got East Coastway yet, or you're thinking of maybe re-downloading it, having a play with the remastered version, and I'd recommend it. It's good fun. Visually, it is certainly a step up. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, I'll give it overall, I think, an 8 out of 10. Would have been nice if it came with a new timetable. Maybe added some AI Gatwick Express services at Brighton. But I've got nothing other to complain about, to be honest with you. I think it's a solid overall package. Even before the route remaster, so for $24.99, I think it's certainly that's a plus, because it's cheaper than £30, isn't it? So yeah, I'd say overall it's pretty good, The next live stream will take place next Monday on March the 9th. 2026, where I'll be taking a first look at a new German route I've picked up recently, and that is the Pfalzich Ludwigsbahn. So I look forward to taking a look at that. So hopefully you could join me for that. If you can't, then I would just like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first look at the upgraded East Coastway route in Train Sim World. And I would just like to say once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you hopefully next time.